know, the stronger of the rooms in a house and stay away from windows. Motorists should be off the roads. There are down limbs, down wires. We have reports of as many as 26,000 people without electrical service. There may be and will likely be more before this is all over. Very important that motorists and pedestrians stay off the roads and give us an opportunity to do the clearing necessary to assure everyone is safe. I am asking school superintendents in affected communities to cancel school tomorrow, again for safety reasons, so that we can have as much access to the clearing of the roads, checking for people, dealing with those who are displaced or injured as possible. I hope that we will be able to do a prompt cleanup, but as you know, the storms aren't over yet, so I can't give you much information on the scope of the damage just yet. I'm going to be leaving here shortly with the Lieutenant Governor to go out to the bunker in Framingham and then on out to Western Massachusetts tonight and get a better sense really at daybreak in the course of this evening and at daybreak tomorrow of what the situation is on the ground. Excuse me? The report I have is and the report, may I say, is from the media, so I haven't been able to confirm it independently, but the report I have is that the fatality was in West Springfield. A person who was in a car that was overturned. Anything about a house collapse or people perhaps missing? I've heard various reports about houses, schools. I think in Munson the roof was taken off of a school building and a church was destroyed. It's all anecdotal at this point, Glenn. I don't have very much information. What have you heard as the storm swept from west to east across the state? What have you heard about its impact? Well, what I've heard is that it's been particularly devastating in downtown Springfield and in communities of Springfield in Munson. I've talked to the mayor and to Senator Brewer, who were both on the ground in those communities and were able to give us direct, personal observation. There is a second tornado that has touched down in Springfield. Palmer's been affected. As I say, 19 communities have been affected so far. How many? Two that we know of. There is a third warning zone in northern Worcester County up around Route 2 just now, but as of the time I came out here, there hadn't been a report of a tornado actually touching down. What areas? In central and western Massachusetts. Well, two have touched down in Springfield, as I understand it, as I'm going out to MEMA to get a little bit more. I've been on the phone with the folks at MEMA, but I want to be there and be close to the maps. And so, hang on one second, let me just finish with these. So two in Springfield in particular, and then my understanding is, Stephen, I'll get you more information as soon as I have it, is that there is a second, that they're following a similar path, let me put it that way, moving east to west, mostly along and just south of the Pike. Sorry.
Once the weather settles, you plan to go up in a helicopter to get a good view?
I'm going to do whatever is necessary to get a good view of what's necessary and how we can help.
And you don't tell us what the National Guard is doing in particular as soon as they get on the ground there?
I can't, because I think at this point we're just trying to make sure we get the personnel and equipment assembled, and it takes a few hours to do that. We have requests of different kinds in all of those 19 communities, so we'll be responding as the communities need.
Governor, you can give us as to when the tornadoes or the weather is going to...
You're listening to the governor speaking from the State House. This is WBZ. We'll continue to listen to his news conference.
That I've been listening to on your station and others. I have most warnings expiring around 8:15, but this is a very fluid situation. The information keeps changing, so people should not make plans based on that. They should follow the National Weather Service information on through the media now.
Given all the things happening across the country, that the feds won't be able to give assistance that you may find you need?
No, actually, the feds are already on the FEMA is already on the ground in Springfield and helping out in the bunker in Framingham, and there is an emergency response team that was actually up in northern New England for other reasons. It's on its way to Massachusetts right now. And I have also spoken with Congressman Neal, and he with FEMA as well. So I'm confident that they'll be here to help.
They haven't been mad at the Washington area other than the wind. From your information, are we pretty much in the clear in this area?
You know what? I don't dare say, because this is such a volatile weather system, and it's already had so many surprises. We thought there was one, and that it was reasonably localized, and then there was a second, and they seem to be moving east to west, and then all of a sudden there was another concerning system up in northern Worcester County. So I don't want to say that I've declared the state of emergency statewide for that reason, really. Because there have been so many communities already affected, and there could be others. So everyone, please just pay attention to the National Weather Service's tornado warnings. Take those warnings seriously. Again, if you are in a warning, get in the basement if you have one, or the lowest point inside of a shelter.
Context are people giving you?
The governor speaking from the State House. This is WBZ.
It's really
Boston.
too soon, Glenn. I appreciate the question, but it isn't over. And when I can tell you that when I spoke with Senator Brewer just a little while